Dee. Hi, everyone.
Hi Tracy.
Hello. Now, first of all,
So we near the moon.
we are. I'm Tracy, and this is Dee. Apologies to anyone who was previously just watching me talk to myself. We had a little technical hitch, and I think I pressed the wrong button and have been just talking to an invisible person for a while. But Dee was there, and
I was there,
I just didn't press
but
the
now
right
I'm here.
button.
Here,
Are you definitely there, Dee?
I don't know. We'll find out. I'm sure someone in the comments will tell us if we're not. But if you are listening, say hello. And we wanted to talk to you today about the let's get this right, the pink super full moon in Scorpio. So
Scorpio.
there's a lot there, isn't it? So first of all, Tracy, the pink part.
The pink part. Well, I had a lot of people really excited in the run up to this, expecting to see a pink moon in the sky, which sadly it did look a bit pinkish, but like Dee said, it was pollution that probably did that. It's called a pink moon because of all the pink flowers at this time of year. So the pink blossoms, I think of the pink cherry blossoms.
And the
Every full
flocks.
moon, yeah, every full moon has a name, like book moon, snow moon. This was the pink
Worm
moon.
moon.
Worm moon is probably not one of my favorites, but
Harmony's favorite. Yeah.
it's
Strawberry moon is my
all
favorite.
all strawberry moon because of the time the strawberries are harvested. It's all to do with a very long time ago. They named the moons over very simply what was happening at that time so they could remember them. And pink moon was pink flowers, and it's as simple as that. So sadly, it doesn't mean the moon's pink, but it still was beautiful. And if you have a picture of the moon that you took last night that you'd like to share with us, please do post it on our socials or send it to us. Did you have an attempt at taking a picture of it, Dee?
I didn't because I have tried that so many times in the past, and I just know that my camera does not do the moon justice ever. But what I love about the supermoon and what that actually means is that the moon is on an orbit around the Earth, and it means that the full moon occurs when the moon is on its orbit at the closest point to the Earth. So the moon is closer to us basically. So the full moon looks even more spectacular because it appears 14% bigger than usual, which is quite a bit bigger, and that's why we notice it more. And it's also why we feel the effects of these super moons more than a normal full moon. And this one was in Scorpio, which is on its own already quite a strong energy, isn't it? And especially for this time of year and this time in history, because Scorpio is all about meaningful relationships and your intimacy and your sensuality and so forth. So the best thing to do, a really good thing to do at this time, is to be thinking about your meaningful relationships. Who are you surrounding yourself with? We've had to do this a lot, haven't we, in the last year, because our relationships have had to adapt because of lockdown. We've had to adapt how we interact with people. We've had to fight a bit harder to keep those relationships and to maintain them. So, yeah, how have you found this full moon, Tracy?
Okay, yeah, I have a lot of Scorpio in my birth chart, so it's a sign that I feel that I can understand quite easily, but also because we talked about maybe preparing for this full moon. So Dee mentioned it's a super moon, it's going to be even bigger. It was even bigger, and its pull on us was even more. So you would have felt a stronger effect if you're affected by the full moon anyway. You probably would have found it worse last night. But the only effects that I found were that my brain wouldn't stop chatterboxing, and I was reflecting whether I wanted to or not on the important stuff in life, and I didn't get much sleep. So my brain was just whirring over
Common
stuff
thing
a
during a
lot.
full moon, isn't it? Lack of sleep. I struggled to sleep as
Yeah.
well. We were meant to be recording earlier today, and we decided to give it a miss this week because both of us were a bit tired and a bit cotton wool brain. But yeah, it's actually quite a productive sign, isn't it? So, especially with your creativity, the water sign, as you say, it lends itself well, doesn't it? We are really excited, aren't we? Because we've decided to share our guided meditation for your full moon in Scorpio. So we'll post that in the comments, and so please do check that out. We do a new moon and a full moon guided meditation for each of the new moons and each of the full moons, so in each of the zodiac signs. It's normally a paid part of our membership service. but we wanted to release this one for free. So please do check it out and have a listen. It's a perfect thing to listen to around about the time of a full moon. And yeah, one of the things we do in the guided meditation recording is also recommend some aromas and some crystals. Should we share some?
Yes, have you got them to handy? Because as my moon brain
I
is not
do.
working, I
Sorry, I
don't
sprung that
have
on
them.
you.
Yes,
Yeah, no,
we
I
can.
do. So these are, we call them aromas rather than essential oils or anything because you can incorporate these in your life in multiple ways. You might use them for cooking if they're edible. You might have them in your products or your bath bombs, your candles. You might burn the essential oil in a diffuser. So there's lots of different ways that you can incorporate it. Some of the flowers, you might actually treat yourself to a bouquet.
That
So
sounds
the
nice.
aromas that are good for this time are black pepper, coffee, which is an easy one for me to incorporate into my day-to-day life. And then we've got some strange ones, some more unusual ones. We've got galangal, which is a kind of, I think it's gingery sort of,
Is it a quite medicinal one,
yeah,
galangal?
yeah.
Medicinal.
Hop, pennyroyal, tuberose, and woodruff. So some exciting new ones to try that are less common and less, you know, we have most of those essential oils on our shop, I should say, but not super common ones. And then the crystals are great ones for a full moon in any sign. Selenite, which is the stone of the moon, quartz, and moonstone, of course.
No.
So do grab some of those and have a listen to our guided meditation.
Did mention as well, I went a bit rogue on if you're part of our moon circle last week, I did mention maybe there's a few other crystals to add there, depending on how you're feeling, because I'm a have a lot of water in my birth chart, so I feel okay. But some people might find this moon a little bit of an agitated time, and you don't want to self-reflect right now. So, good ones are also like protection stones. So if you kind of feel like you want to just shield it up, Scorpio is a really private sign. It's that kind of isolated sign that just needs a bit of peace. So there's nothing wrong with your protection stones like tourmaline. I think that goes really nice with Scorpio. If you want to get
I've
to
got my
know,
tourmaline bracelet on at the
is
moment.
all about her tourmaline and kyanite. And sodalite, if you want to become a little bit more self-aware, go really well with our meditation that we're releasing to you for free in a minute for this full moon, because we talk about a lot about conflict in this meditation, don't we, Dee, and how we deal with conflict with people and how we interact with others when it's a little bit of a tricky time. I don't think many of us like to argue, but it's part of life and part of communicating and part of growing. So sodalite's a really good one if you want to take part in this practice and use this moon's energy in Scorpio to become a little bit self-aware of
You
how
know,
you,
sodalite is fast becoming one of my favorite crystals.
like the underdog to lapis, isn't it? It's like a blue stone
Yeah.
with mottled white. Yeah, very good at just if you want to do a bit maybe a shadow work or just get to know yourself using this private intense time on your own to just understand yourself a bit more. I think it's a really good stone to have, but not for everyone. Maybe some of us are finding it a bit much already and just want to get through this phase. How are you feeling, Dee? You okay?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I think I would like to remind everyone that we've also got our podcast episode that came out this week on soul interaction. So if you want to learn more about twin flames, soulmates, kindred spirits, what's the difference? What does it even mean? Then check out our podcast episode. The previous one was on numerology, so another subject that we always wanted to learn a bit more about. And I think that we should end this Facebook Live on the affirmation that we recommend for full moon in Scorpio because it's such a good one. Do you want to know what it is, Tracy?
Go on, tell me.
I am ever victorious.
Oh, I love it. It's a very courageous, bold one, isn't it? I am ever victorious. I love it.
Yeah.
So check out our website, everyone. If you didn't catch all of that, we do put all this information on there. All our podcasts are on there. Like Dee said, we've just launched season 2 and we're on our 2nd episode. Hope you're all doing okay. Dee and I are just about managing, as you probably can tell by our previous live. I forgot to press the button or
Um,
something went wrong. Let's
no,
blame the
this
moon,
side.
Dee.
We've got Lola as well joining us. That is not a cushion. That
Oh,
is my
look
dog.
at
That's Lola.
her.
As you can tell, she's feeling the effects of the full moon. She's knackered.
Oh, bless
So
her.
yeah, send us pictures of your dogs as well, huh?
Yeah, dogs and the moon. That's what we want to see today. Yeah.
All
Or
right.
dogs
Well, lovely
looking
to
at the
speak to
moon.
you all.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.